Reckless driving, drugs, firearms, prison. Oh goodness. From 2 NBA championships, 4 All-Star nominations, multi-million-dollar contracts, and sheer fame, Rajon Rondo has had a downfall that no one would wish onto their worst enemies. Goodness me. So the question is, what on earth has gone wrong with the Celtics star? What is his story? Why is he in prison? And what do they don't tell you about his prison sentence? Keep watching, cause our final revelations are going to blow your minds. Before we begin, let me get the facts straight. Folks you see normally after retiring from their professional basketball careers on the NBA court, former stars often transition into roles such as professional coaches, hosts, and sports analysts, allowing them to remain relevant and lucrative in the industry while banking millions of dollars. I mean, have a look at Steve Nash, Shaq, Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, and many other retired superstars. So to put in perspective, this was exactly how Rajon Rondo had planned his life post-NBA. It was his dream to coach one of the NBA franchises, imparting his immense knowledge and insight on basketball to the young blood. But alas, events took an unexpected turn. As of now, my man's coaching prison ball while spending nights behind bars. This was harsh, but driving recklessly at over 100 miles per hour on the highway in an unregistered vehicle while smoking marijuana, carrying drug paraphernalia, and an unlicensed firearm. This is harsh too, and man, it has landed Rondo right where he belongs. The prison, damn. See, when a high-profile NBA player gets sentenced to prison, the consequences are deeply distressing. While life in jail is already a huge test, Rondo's celebrity status and high profile only aggravate the dire situation. It's a well-known fact that a staggering number of prisoners barely survive their time in the harsh and unwelcoming terrains of prison, whereas there are some prisoners who even lose their lives. So for someone like Rondo, who's a seasoned professional athlete, accustomed to attention by fans and high adrenaline during NBA outings, the turbulent waters of prison are nothing short of a battlefield through which my man has to navigate every day. Goodness me. Prison is a place where one's mental and physical capacities are put to an ultimate test, and don't even mention the bitter reality of confinement where the loss of freedom, the constant threat of violence, and fear of getting beaten up black and blue looms over one's head. So going through all this while having spent most of your life in extreme luxury and comfort like Rondo is not a nightmare. It's way beyond that. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Staying behind bar means isolation and alienation for extended periods. And for Rondo, his separation from family and friends alike has not been easy. This isolation has already led to feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety in the ex-superstar. But the worst part is the life that ensues outside the walls of the prison once the sentence is over. Cause man, it's miserable. As for Rondo, it might be a bit early to say this, but yeah, this episode has cast a huge cloud of gloom on his illustrious NBA career. We're well aware that the NBA is very sensitive when it comes to repute and picking up and hiring players with a criminal record. It's an open and shut case. So in a nutshell, Rondo's dreams of getting back into the NBA as a coach might as well be over. His road to rehabilitation and damage recovery will be extremely tough, and the icing on the cake is that the NBA ain't going to do him any favors. Cause for them, Rondo is history. Speaking of history, how did Rondo's journey begin? Rondo was born in 1986 in Louisville, Kentucky, to a modest family. Growing up, he was an average kid. Although he wasn't much into sports, he did show interest in football. However, before he could fully explore his athletic interest, his father abandoned his family, leaving Rondo and his mother to fend for themselves. This was the first major setback for the 7-year-old kid, but during this difficult time, his mother became the pillar of strength. She worked hard to put food on the table and helped him get past this tough time unscathed. And for your information, it was her who forced young Rondo to choose basketball over football. Damn. It's always the mothers who drive their kids to greatness. This move worked wonders. The day he held the basketball, Rondo had one dream. If he was going to pursue this sport, he wouldn't stop until he got into the NBA. Hence, he practiced and practiced, outperforming the kids of his age, excelling in the sport like no other kid from his vicinity had. Moving to high school in his junior year, he averaged 27.9 points, 10 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game. Following this, Rondo moved to Oak Hill Academy for his senior year, making a name for himself and getting recognition across the state. That year, he averaged 21 points and 3 rebounds per game, eventually got named to McDonald's All-American team, and ended his career at Oak Hill Academy with a whopping tally of 494 assists in a single season. Damn. Owing to his exceptional speed, ball handling skills, and basketball IQ, Rondo had emerged as one of the top high school prospects in the country, and there were colleges that wanted him on their team. So as Rondo chose Kentucky, he burst right onto the college basketball scene during the 2004-2005 season as a freshman under coach Tubby Smith. His smartness, court vision, and defensive prowess propelled him to even greater heights. And during this time, his versatility was on full display. As a point guard, he demonstrated superb ball handling skills, passing, and the ability to facilitate offense for his team. Additionally, his defensive capabilities made him a standout player on both ends of the court. Although his stat lines weren't as flashy, he averaged just 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game, but his impact was huge. To cut the long story short, he was a playmaker who did the job subtly and made the difference between winning and losing. It was during this time that he was selected in the U.S. men's U21 team, made it to SEC All-Freshman Team honors, and won a gold medal in the FIBA World Cup. All of this was proof that Rondo was ready for the bigger picture. As expected, he listed himself for the 2006 NBA draft. He was drafted as the 21st overall pick by the Phoenix Suns, but later on, he was traded to the Boston Celtics, a team where the boy from Kentucky was going to spend his prime years and reign for years to come. His impact on the NBA was immediate as he quickly emerged as one of the league's premier point guards. With his unique playing style, he became an integral part of the Celtics. He had adjusted pretty fast, and his formidable trio alongside Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett was a sight to behold. Together, the three were phenomenal. Though Rondo was not among the points, but it didn't matter, because he had a special command when it came to orchestrating the offense, leading fast breaks, and making highlight reel passes, getting widespread recognition and respect across the NBA. Surprisingly, his impact was so immense that just into his second year, he uplifted a Boston team that was at the bottom of the Eastern Conference with just 24 wins in 2007 to a team that went on to bag 66 wins in the 2008 season. It was at this point the world saw Rondo's finest performance in Game 6 of the championship finals against the Lakers as he knocked 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists, leading the Celtics to a landslide victory. Following the Celtics championship run, Rondo continued to shine individually. He became known for his ability to accumulate triple-doubles, often leading the league in that category. Rondo's unique court vision and ability to anticipate plays made him one of the most exciting players to watch. From 2010 to 2013, Rondo made 4 consecutive All-Star appearances, solidifying his place among the best point guards in the league. During this time, he averaged double-digit assists per game, showcasing his exceptional playmaking skills. Many believe that Rondo was on the path to becoming one of the all-time greats at his position. I mean, the boy was as clutch as it could get. Whenever the game was on the line, he thrived. His cool demeanor and knack for making big plays earned him the nickname Playoff Rondo. So whether it was a timely steal, a crucial rebound, or a clutch basket, Rondo delivered when it mattered most. He was the linchpin for the Celtics. However, injuries and off-court issues occasionally hampered his progress, leading to tumultuous periods in his career. His downfall began in the 2012-13 season, when a torn ACL ended his season prematurely. Even though Rondo made a comeback in the next season, he was never the same. Amidst a decline in his bowling career, Rondo made sure to turn every situation against himself. In 2012, he was suspended for 2 games as he threw the ball at an official, but this was still not as bad as his feud with Ray Allen. My man openly expressed resentment towards Allen, publicly criticized him, and low-key it was him behind Allen's departure from the Celtics. And to be honest, this wasn't very well received by the Celtics fans, as it created a general dislike for Rondo. You see, karma is a bad thing, and in 2014, Rondo was traded to the Dallas Mavericks, and he didn't settle in. He was in frequent altercations with the Mavericks head coach Rick Carlisle, and things never seemed to work out as he was traded after a disastrous season. Moving on, Rondo bounced from one team to another without any stability until 2020, when he won a championship with the Lakers. But in 2022, things took a very dark turn as he got into legal trouble after he threatened a woman with a gun to her head, and she took an emergency protective order against him. But guys, this man never seems to be learning from the mistakes of his past. Look at him now. He is in prison for another legal offense, waiting for his hearing on the 25th of April. This downfall all was expected. From the royal thrones of the NBA to the dark cells of prison life has taken a different turn, and his recent message shows that the 2 times NBA champion is not in the right state of mind. He has expressed anger and frustration, blaming others for his situation, and has also made vile threats towards those who have wronged him. But folks, tell me, who has wronged Rondo more than he has wronged himself? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please dunk on that subscribe button.